Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Seeker. Hi everyone, welcome in. So this is my second channel that I've been starting up. So if you like my content over here, I want to tell you that I do have another channel linked below, just so you know. Sometimes I forget to mention that. So if you like it, subscribe, right? Especially if I keep popping up on your newsfeed, it's a sign. Because let me tell you what, if you're connecting with my readings, you're a very special person. You have a very important mission here, and you came across with me for a reason. So this is going to be a love reading for the July 4th weekend. And right away we have Secret Admirer coming out with shifting gears. You got to change your direction if you're going to come in alignment with the secret lover, because you're so focused on a certain person that you could be missing the secret lover that's off at the distance, right? And it could be a divine lover. There's going to be a lot of attractions. There's, more than an attraction. There's a relationship there if you want it. That is going to be sweet as honey. Look at that. Ooh. You were dealing with karmic ties. So you were in some sort of, or still are in some sort of karmic relationship or situation. Let's see more of what's going on here. They want you to say yes. Oh, wow. You got a twin flame coming in. That wants you to say yes. What's interesting is, ecstasy. I was thinking right before this, I was thinking about how I need to stop saying no so much. And I was thinking how I need to stop apologizing too, that I give away a lot of my power because I say, I'm sorry. I need to stop apologizing. So maybe that's a sign that you need to stop apologizing too. There's something about loyalty here and ending. Something is going to put you in this single independent energy because you need to be loyal to yourself, I'm getting. Somebody was dishonest to you. Wow. There's somebody with a pure heart. I feel this is you, but if you look, that pure heart looks tainted. See? I really feel you went through something where somebody took advantage of your heart. Okay? And you need to not give up on love because the real deal is coming. This is going to be a hot lover. It's interesting, too. These look like fireworks to me. You could very much... Ooh, there's going to be puppy love. You were dealing with somebody that was playing games, right? You had hopes, I feel, that this was going to turn into something else. But it's like... It served its purpose. It was actually to prepare you for this real lover. And you could have felt consumed, this was like a drug. You can't get enough of this person because that's what lust will do to you. So I feel that that's why there is such intensity. It's often when things feel naughty and wrong, you want them more. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a drug, but you know that it's not for you. That's why I feel people go cheat. I really do. And it's not even that they want sex, and not it's not for some cheating there probably is, they're not feeling sexually satisfied and go somewhere else, but that to me that's just so wrong, because it's if you really love somebody, you work with the lover, you express things, you try things, you whatever. But there's this where is I going with this? It's just the excitement of doing something that's wrong and being caught. But see, it's if you really love and are dedicated to somebody, you're not going to do that. So if somebody does do that, let them go, because clearly they're not for you. Right? So some of you are realizing that and walking away, and that's what I'm doing. Walking away. There was just too many game playing. And I don't even care to find out all the details of why it happened. When you trust that you're not being loved right, and when you feel as though somebody doesn't, respect you, bye. Peace. Deuces. Bye. That's what I'm hearing there. this universe is going to send somebody new. They always do. Because when you shut one door, you open another door. You have multiple people that are meant to come into your life. That's finally what I realized. I was like, you know what? I got a lot of love to give. Like, why am I just giving it to certain people? You know what? I'm going to be universal love. I'm going to give love to lots of people. I don't mean I'm going to, like, not sexually, no. Because I keep that very private. Because I'm a Cancer. Come on now. Love to us is like... on a whole nother level. We want to make love, not just have sex. Like, I can probably pleasure myself more than most, but like, I should say better than most. But see, like, I don't even do that anymore because my energy is so sacred that I want to save that for my lover, right? But I'm just saying, like, no, we classy over here. Now, if some of you are that way and you're freely about just how, you need to pull it back, girls. If you're giving it away like that, you need to realize how sacred the womb is, all right? And that creates and births a whole new world, if you think about it. Like, you are very, very powerful. The power that you have within your womb, because you can create birth a whole universe, create, like, you don't even know, see it. You gotta reclaim that power when you hold it back and you create other things with that, with all that energy. And that's finally what I've come to realize. Oh my gosh. Reclaiming my power. So I am single right now. Yeah. So yeah. Nobody's just getting my energy anymore. Not giving it away. So anyway, you feel a lot more empowered. So a lot of you, like, yeah, you had karmic ties. You had some people that were actually like harvesting your energy because people pull in on that energy. It's an energy exchange. Do you feel really tired and exhausted and depressed and depleted after you have these sexual encounters, or even if it is with the lover? Do you not notice that? Like, I was literally realizing, like, the next day after, sometimes, like, I couldn't even stop yawning. I'm like, why am I so tired? Why do I have, like, no passion to pursue my dreams? Like, what is going on? And then my lover's having the best day. I run around with all my energy. Nope. Not no more. You guys, it's really important to do cord cutting rituals. I mean, you can just do a meditation. It doesn't have to be as graphic as that. But you need to eliminate those ties, because whenever you have a sexual encounter with somebody, you create a sacred tie bond, so they can still siphon off your energy. They can, they're still pulling on the connection you gave them. So you gotta cut those ties. I'm getting aggressive with this. They're showing me tie the knot. Yeah, because you're protected when you get married. They want me to get into that. You're protected when you get married, because then it's a sacred bond agreement, right, upon the universe, divine, God, source, whatever you want to say. Like, and you're protected from, like, demonic stuff getting in there, and you're not taking in the karmic, all of that, because you don't know if these people are running around, sleeping around, taking demons in through alcohol, infusing them that way, and then giving them to you sexually, because STDs is more than just sexually transmitted diseases or sexually transmitted demons too. Wow, Source, you took this on a whole nother level. This is going to have to just be like, I'm getting this. It's going to be like a feminine empowerment reading, right? As it makes sense, because last night and where I was going to sleep, I was thinking a lot about, how I've given my energy away, and how, I need to work on healing myself. And I was looking into ways to heal the womb and all that. And there very much is, because I was getting spell work that was done to me by a warlock. So they were stealing my energy on purpose and doing spell work. So I'm trying to find ways to, it's not going to be for everybody, but I was trying to find ways to clear that out. So it's very interesting. I've been feeling it. I feel that it's so amazing how, like, when you reclaim your power, the body tries to, like, self-heal itself too. And I've been feeling that going on. So, and I think healing energy's been getting some my way as well. It's very beautiful. But look at this, complicated. See there, and that's red rope there, all tied up. Things have been very complicated. For a lot of you, you could have your sacral energy, your womb magic, and all of that, which creates your reality, guys. You really tap into it. It's like your portal it is a portal. We are portals. Oh my gosh, like I feel like it's going very deep metaphysically, but I'm going to try to keep it surface level here. So you're tied up in knots, right? You've had people, and that's where you create wounds, and especially if you've had trauma. I feel like I'm really revealing in this one. Like I finally realized that, yeah, I've been like a lot of my energy and stuff is tied up in knots and stuff from traumas that I've had because I had to have an abortion, and it really messed me up for many years. And it wasn't due to choice, and I know women have that choice, but it was due to complications because I lost my baby. The heartbeat had just stopped, and I was so far along that they had to, go in and take the baby, and stuff. And but I have a rainbow child now, 7 years later. It took me, and it wasn't until I actually had her, those wounds had, went away. But there's so many of you that, go through these things and you don't realize the deep trauma that gets, that holds in there. So there needs to be healing that needs to happen, right? Because it's limiting your life, your ability to create, your passions. It's stopping these beautiful people from coming into your lives. So yeah, it's definitely a woman's reading today. But I was told that I need to be more passionate, putting more of my story out there. So I am, and I know it's for somebody, right? Because I was thinking a lot about that, actually. Because it's like, I really wish that I would have reached out to an old friend of mine. Same thing I had seen had went on to her. And she was posting it all online, and I was like, oh my God, like I need to reach out to her, and I need to let her know that I've overcome this. I found a way. And to hang on, because I ended up getting my rainbow child out of it, and it's like I wanted to tell her all of this stuff, but at the same time I was like, but maybe not everybody's meant to have a child after, like I was actually told not to have a child after, right? Because then the complications, and I was so scared the whole time that I was pregnant with my daughter, afraid, I made myself sleep all the time and all of that and stuff. But there's a way, because I ended up having my rainbow child, even though they didn't want me to or whatever. So I really wish that I would have been able to come out with that, but it shows me that there's still wounds, because I have trouble talking about it. I don't really tell people, because for a lot of times, I felt it was my fault. I felt the stress, the anxiety that I had given my baby a heart attack or something like that, and ended up causing me to have to get out of the relationship that I was in, and leave my son's father and everything due to it. These things can really hurt people. I didn't realize that the wounds were even still there, Sometimes it's just about talking about them, releasing them, whatever you have to do. But yeah, I realized that I feel because of the deep wound that happened, it really got me in my masculine energy more and got me more aggressive and angry, because the emotions not flowing freely. So I really think that's why they're working on me a lot, because I've been really trying to get more of my feminine energy. And then since then, I've been a single mom struggling with toxic boyfriends, and I've just kept it. Since then, I've just been attracting karmic situations and getting myself, deeper and deeper into messes because, of that trauma I feel. So it's really important to heal these traumas so you stop attracting these things. Yeah, I was so scared too. I was single for years, and and that I feel it messed me up more, because then I was very scared to be with anybody after that, and I didn't want any. So I went through so much pain and everything. It was more pain to me than it was actually having my babies. So I was really scared, and I stayed by myself for years. And so then when I finally do open up, like, it can go deeper, because then I had another thing I manifested that was awful happened to me, which it actually then opened me up. Okay, I'm just going to go out and say it, because it's going to be another story for somebody's source. Please limit the people that need to find this. The only ones that find it, please. And maybe that's why I feel a little bit more private too, because I'm on my second channel. I don't have like all my exes and everything on either platform. But anyway, so yeah, I was by myself for years, right? Because of the situation. And maybe it's just my way to get this stuff out too, maybe. But it was actually my dad. He was like, you can't just be single by yourself. Like, you got to get out there. You got to date people. So he set me up on a date with like an older man. And I felt safe because my dad had set me up with this date or whatever. Well, the guy ended up taking me out on the date, and then he ended up taking me to a house, because he was, had these, he was a contractor or whatever, and had keys, all these keys to all these amazing houses, right? And he wanted to show me a mansion, $1 million house. I'd never been in one. I wanted to see one, So I went. Well, he ended up locking me in the house, and I was locked in there all night. So, yeah. So I ended up getting raped, and that was the first time after all of the trauma, So it really messed me up. And luckily, I went and, I didn't report it because I felt as though it was my fault. But I still went, to get medicine, the pill, the protection pill that you can get. And then, had run and did all of the tests and everything, and it's so scary because you have to wait like 30 days, to fully find everything out. And so all of that trauma and everything. So what do you think that did to me right after that? I was like, really, I'm never I will just be by myself or whatever, and then I had to keep it a secret, and it was a really big mess too, because then, oh my gosh, like the man was still, friends with my father and stuff. So, oh my gosh, like it really messed me up. I finally, I had to tell somebody. Told my mother. She ended up telling my father. So it ended up, of course, it all came out or whatever, which was more embarrassing. And then it created this huge trauma, and then this wounding between me and my father, because he felt so bad, But anyway, so worked all through that. So then I felt so insecure. Then I had an ex find me, past lover, that we had been separated when we were kids. So it was like, when I met him, when he found me, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this obviously kind of meant to be, because God, divine source, knows that I'm so scared of men and going on dates, and I don't know what I'm going to do and everything. And it ended up not working out. It ended up crashing, burning. Because we lived too far away. Obviously, he just felt he wanted just to make a ex-lover jealous. So, I went down this this destructive path, so, oh, just a minute, guys. All right, guys, sorry about that. Okay, so, yeah, my kids are up now, so you might hear them in the background, but, anyway, so, yeah, I had a lot of things to overcome, because then that really messed things up, because I kind of always felt like, I was like, oh, like, I'm finally getting, past lover, somebody to feel safe with. Like, it was always meant to be. He finds me after I've been through all this trauma, all this, but, everything always happens for a reason. Like, he did come into my life at a very, this literally just happened. So it really got me to shift my perspective. And I felt now that I look at it, that was that way of divine being like, don't give up on hope, like it was just the wrong person. These things happen. And it was also maybe its way, like I was really wanting to be healed and have closure, and things were always kind of left open because we were pulled away from each other when we were kids. My dad had moved me away, didn't want me having a boyfriend, didn't want me in the city anymore. So it was like he was always looking for me, right? So, or he said. So anyway, whatever. Like we found each other in our adult life and got to be together. And I kind of feel like, of course, I flew up there to see him, and of course, we were intimate. So it kind of got rid of that wound because I was really wanting to erase, what had happened to me. So to get to be with somebody that I felt safe with, that I knew was very special for me to overcome that trauma, right? So, and it didn't really bother me. I was able to let it go because at the time I was like, well, look what happened, because I was reaching out to my angels for help and they sent me him. So like, even though like it didn't work out or whatever, because I had my kids and he was in college, we're across the country from each other, like things happen for a reason. They really do, right? So but then I ended up, when that didn't work out, let a toxic boyfriend come in, and I got involved with a toxic lover. But they were still contracts that I used to work with. So but see, if I would have had more boundaries, right? I feel if I wouldn't have had the trauma that I did, I would have had more boundaries, because when your womb is blocked, you don't have boundaries. And that's also too, is that I felt like I didn't have any strength, because it was like the one boyfriend I had, I knew that he was toxic and had some problems, but I was like, he deserves to have a chance. He loves me so much to be this crazy, and like like I was all messed up. And then when this lover I used to work with, he had waited like 7 years because he wanted a chance when I had been involved with my when my ex found me from childhood. And I was like, well, he wanted me back then and I turned him down. He deserves to have a chance. And just giving away my beautiful love and light, realizing that no, that's why these people were drawn to me. They were feasting off of my beautiful energy and vulnerability, right? So yeah, you really have to heal yourself. And I don't know if this is very big, but for me, it's very big. Because for me, it's like I'm finally getting the confidence and the strength to create those boundaries that I couldn't put. So I really feel like I'm healing woundings that I've had deep within my womb, right? So yeah. So I'm learning to reclaim my power. I'm learning that I am enough. I don't need somebody to complete me, but I'm not gonna stay like all men are like evil, things like that. So because demons get into people, and I really feel that's what happened, like with both of my toxic situations here. The problem is I seen the beautiful soul within them, but when they would drink, drugs and alcohol creates mental illnesses, right? When there's trauma, and they both had deep trauma, so they were being ran and controlled by demonic forces, right? And just like when I was locked in the house, taken advantage of, it was really because alcohol was involved. He was drinking, and the demonic forces took over, because he had cried to me for apology, for what had happened. Like he felt guilty afterwards, but I don't know. Anyways, that was probably just for me not to report things. I don't know, but it was, I felt true empathy or whatever, or remorse, so that's why I didn't report it or whatever. But sometimes, I'm not saying it's right, but these demonic things take over. But I know that you just still have to have boundaries for yourself. You really do, because they're really going to impact your life. And that's something that I'm really starting to realize. So I feel it's very, very important for whoever finds this reading. That's why they had me, because I actually said, I'm like, help me. I want to give impactful and powerful readings. I want to help others through my experiences. That's part of how I'm creating and using my creative energy and my passion and working through my pain, is to empower you and others. So you came across this reading, you have some sort of healing that you need to do to reclaim your power, your passion, boundaries. You know, look into the stuff. There's stuff all over the web and videos and all sorts of stuff where you can look into womb magic and ways to, you know, how powerful it is, how powerful you are to create, and to stop giving your sacred energy away, right? And if you've had these traumas, because, you know, I never knew that it was that one trauma that was impacting me so much. I mean, I think it was confirmation. Did you not hear that? I don't even know what. It's my son's phone that I forgot was in here because I powered my phone down. I was like, nobody's going to reach me right now. I'm just going to heal myself. So that's funny. All right, guys. Love and light to all of you. Definitely, this is a very powerful, beautiful full moon in Cancer season. So happy birthday to all my Cancers if you're a Cancer too. But it's kind of for anybody. All right, now I'm going to get into some fun readings and pull myself out of this. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye.